New at 6:30, the latest on a years-long battle against those sworn to serve and protect. Attorney Adam Breeden believes that Metro botched a raid here in Las Vegas 3 years ago that led to the death of a 19-year-old.
He represents the teenager's mother and says he's currently petitioning a judge to get a protective order lifted that would allow sealed documents to be released to the public. Yeah,
Breeden believes that those internal Metro documents contain information that would prove Metro made mistakes. Metro declined to speak with us, citing the family's lawsuit, but I spoke to him, Breeden that is, and Williams' mother about her quest for answers and accountability.
A mother versus Metro.
For him to die in the hands of the police like that, and it actually surprised me. I didn't expect that from Metro.
Especially since Latia Alexander is a former police officer herself, serving 4 years with the department in Ohio. She expressed the pain of losing her son, 19-year-old Isaiah Tyree Williams, on Zoom since she's currently on active duty with the U.S. Army.
I have a lot of times where I'm breaking down and I'm crying.
Latia, who once worked SWAT, and her attorney Adam Breeden
Police Department search warrant.
Point to this body cam video from January 10th, 2022, which shows SWAT ramming the door within seconds of announcing the warrant. Metro says Williams fired his gun multiple times, injuring 2 officers, while officers hit Williams 17 times.
Mr. Williams' position, he's just asleep in an apartment, and then all of a sudden he hears his window being broken. There's a bomb-like flash and a loud noise.
This Force Investigation Team, or FIT report, says officers clearly announced their presence before entering the apartment, citing residents who reportedly backed up that claim, and the Clark County DA's office ultimately declined to press charges. But Breeden says Metro botched the raid.
Police pre-planned this search warrant to occur at 5 in the morning when they knew people were likely to be asleep and unprepared for anything.
On its face, state statute NRS 179.055 says officers may break a door to serve a warrant after admittance is refused, and break a door or window to liberate an officer or person acting in aid of an officer, and use reasonable and necessary force. Breeden filed this wrongful death lawsuit against Metro and the SWAT officers at the scene on behalf of the teen's mom.
Within days of this tragedy, Metro was putting out to the public statements making it look like Mr. Williams was some maniac trying to kill police.
He points to this news conference when reporters learned how a murder at a bus stop led police to the apartment. Assistant Sheriff Andrew Walsh acknowledged that Williams, who did not live at that address, was not a suspect in their investigation. But he said this in response to a reporter's question.
His history gives us an indication that he may have been concerned about police.
The cover-up started there with Metro suggesting that Mr. Williams was a bad young man who deserved to die. And it was really senseless the way that they did that. It continued their just slander of Mr. Williams a year later when they released something publicly called the FIT report, which exonerated their officers, while privately they have other internal reports which paint a much different picture.
He's now fighting to get those internal documents released.
This is Las Vegas's Breonna Taylor case. It's essentially identical facts where police use unconstitutional, heavy-handed tactics to serve a search warrant very early in the morning when people are asleep. It causes confusion, a firefight ensues, and somebody gets killed.
Williams' mother says he deserved better, and she wants him to be remembered as she knew him.
Man, Isaiah was funny. Isaiah loved to cook. He loved his siblings so much. So it's important that everybody know that, what they're dealing with, especially with the police departments, trying to, per se, cover things, up.
Again, we reached out to Metro requesting an interview, and for comment, Metro declined, citing the pending litigation in this case. And as we also mentioned, an internal investigation cleared the officers, but the fight continues to get a judge to release reports that Breeden claims will help prove his case. Stick with News 3 on air and online as we continue to follow this legal battle.